Welcome, human. I am Zordon.
The Zordon era of Power Rangers began with the series' initial launch in 1993. Through 3 seasons of Mighty Morphin onto Zeo, Turbo, 2 feature films, and his noble death in Power Rangers in Space, the character guided the actions of our teenagers with attitude, with wisdom, and strength. His Rangers were among the most legendary of the whole series, featuring powerful protectors that we still speak of over 3 decades later. But if we were to combine the best Rangers of this era into a single team, what would it look like? How would they play off each other? Who would lead? Let's construct the ultimate Zordon-era Power Rangers team. Make sure to leave your own picks in the comments. Some ground rules first. I'm going to do my best to make sure most of the seasons are represented. As much as I love the original Mighty Morphin lineup, I can't just pick that entire group. Also, these Rangers will operate only in the form I mentioned. That means one set of powers. We can give some leeway to their age, but I think it's important to keep things as limited as possible since many Rangers during this era had multiple incarnations across the seasons. Alright, let's start with number 1 of 6.
It's Morphin time! Dragon Sword! Dragon Sword! Green Ranger power!
We had to get him out of the way first, folks. Tommy Oliver not being a major part of pretty much any all-time Power Rangers team would be a travesty. He's still the most popular character in the history of the franchise, but in universe, he's also known as the most legendary Ranger of them all. We've seen him go from being under the evil control of Rita Repulsa to a valued team member on borrowed time to leading the Rangers in white and red. He even made a successful return as the Black Dino Thunder Ranger in 2004. Tommy had several victory laps on anniversary specials and in the comics where we saw the creation of the Lord Draken character. Even with the tragic death of actor Jason David Frank a few years ago, Tommy's legacy remains a beacon, and he was always a shoo-in for a list like this. For a few reasons, I have him in his green Mighty Morphin state. Aesthetically, it's my personal favorite design for the character, and there's just something satisfying about seeing him in his original duds. Plus, with these powers, Tommy will have access to the Dragon Zord, which is a major plus for any team. He'll use the Dragon Dagger as his main weapon, and hypothetically, he'll be able to pass off his shield to another Ranger if need be. I considered choosing Tommy as the White Tiger Ranger, but in addition to the reasons already stated, you'll see why I didn't go down that route in a minute or two. I think it goes without saying that Tommy is leading this team. Well, pretty much. There may be some unconventional leadership dynamics within this group. In any case, the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger is our number 1 pick. Who's next?
Let's rock it!
I'm a big Andros fan, always have been. I thought he was unique when introduced as an alien seeking the whereabouts of Zordon during Power Rangers in Space, and he was given arguably the most sympathetic storyline in the early years of the series. The young man from KO-35 searched tirelessly for his long-lost sister Carone. It led to a great twist as she was brainwashed long ago, functioning across the season as Astronema. Since Andros wasn't human, he was an outsider with his team of pre-established Rangers, but his knowledge of the cosmic will be invaluable here. Andros is the pilot of the Astro Megaship. He brings along with him his Spiral Saber, Galaxy Glider, Battleizer mode, and telekinesis powers, along with his special reconnaissance skills showcased in several episodes. He won't be leading the team here, but he'll be an important piece of the puzzle and will serve these Rangers well.
It's Morphin time!
Oh yes, I included one of the alien Rangers of Aquitar on this team. I don't blame you if you've totally forgotten about that 10-episode miniseries that saw the main Rangers turn into little kids while these 5 took on the bad guys before Zeo started. I have an older review of the series up on this channel that Toei and now Hasbro have stolen all the ad revenue from. A very similar thing happened when I uploaded my top 5 worst episodes of Power Rangers in Space some years back. If you're wondering why I've barely done any Power Rangers content in the years since, there's your reason. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Delphine! She's the first female leader of a Ranger team we saw in the series and brings a bigger scope to our all-Zordon group here. She was maybe the only alien Ranger we got a little personality from, and her extraterrestrial knowledge will be a useful tool. The only downside is they'll have to bring around a tank of water, preferably from Aquitar, in order to keep her alive, but she did last longer than her other alien Rangers in that department. I think another member of this team might be able to come up with a workaround as well. As the White Alien Ranger, Delphine controls the White Battle Board, but also took on piloting the White Shogun Zord for a short period, proving her a versatile, quick learner. Like the other Alien Rangers, she wields an Equation Saber and a Laser Blaster knife combo. She also can hold power over nearby water, a handy trick, and because Equation lifespans are longer than humans, she's been around a while. Zordon even knew her from a previous era. Bottom line, she's worked with a few of these guys before, and I think she'd fit right in.
It's Morphin time! Gold Ranger power!
Jason Lee Scott is my favorite Power Ranger of all time. He's number one. As the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, his work just can't be topped. His leadership qualities, adept fighting ability, and status as Zordon's original choice to marshal the first group make him a must for a team like this. But it's his friendship with Tommy that sealed it for me. From bitter rivals to best friends, when these two work together in tandem, there's no stopping them. Their chemistry will greatly improve the chances of success against any threat these Rangers take on. Jason would be positioned as co-leader here. It would be up to Tommy and Jason to guide this team in Zordon's name. If one of them has to assume the role in certain situations, it'll likely be Tommy, but Jason's experience puts him in an essential post on the battlefield. I chose his Gold Ranger form because, again, I didn't want to make the team too Mighty Morphin heavy. Also, the Gold Ranger is likely more powerful with the Golden Power Staff and the massive Pyramidas Zord in Jason's back pocket, not to mention the Warrior Wheel. Our team is coming together, but we still have 2 spots left.
I go where I am needed, and stay as long as I am needed.
Probably didn't see this one coming, did you? The Phantom Ranger isn't really a fan favorite as far as I'm aware, but he does provide some distinct advantages for our team. Number 1, he's our representative of the Turbo season. I felt like I had to pick somebody. Number 2, he's from Eltar, Zordon's home planet. It just makes sense that a Zordon-era Power Rangers team would feature an Eltarian. Number 3, he's reliable and always shows up in a pinch. We'd consider him this team's 6th Ranger. Number 4, his powers of invisibility will do well here, suiting him to team-ups with Andros for stealthy missions. Number 5, his unique Power Ruby probably has many uses we don't know about. We do know it allows the Phantom Ranger to exist outside of temporal control, so he likely has some kind of time manipulation abilities. On the negative side, he could cause a bit of mistrust among his new teammates since his identity is a mystery, but if the story called for it, I think this would be the time to find out who's under the helmet. There was always that rumor floating around that he was Zordon's son. While not true from the writers of the series' perspective, a twist like that could add a necessary amount of importance. Anyway, the Phantom Ranger fits in here better than one would think. If we dig into his past and connection to Zordon and Eltar, he could even be the emotional center of the team. Now, on to our final Ranger.
It's time for molecular transmutation! Triceratops!
It's not a stretch to say that Billy is the most important Ranger in the history of the series. Think about it. Think about his growth. From the skittish, nerdy guy with glasses to assisting the team out of uniform, Billy Cranston is as selfless as they come, as smart as they come, and is familiar with almost everyone on this team. His time with Tommy and Jason is well documented, but he also has a close relationship to the Equations, having lived on Aquitar for what seems like many years. Billy is another all-time Ranger and would be a central force for this group in strategy, technology, leadership, and more. He completes my personal Ultimate Zordon-era Power Rangers team. I don't know what adversarial forces these heroes would go up against, but it's pretty safe to say the bad guys wouldn't stand a chance.
Let the power protect you.